Okay, welcome. Yes, the title. Now you're probably thinking, another guy, he's in Dubai, as you can see behind me, selling a fucking course. It's not real, it's all fake. All right, I'll just skepticism. Okay, I know the title can sound a little bit fake, but take a look at the screen right now. Those there are screenshots of the payment channel on my company's communication channel, Slack, which has all the sales I made over this time period. It was over about a 6-hour period. So within a 24-hour window, I made 5,600 Australian dollars. If I just check my story. Give me 1 second, sorry. $5,618 in commissions, Australian. And that was 36,600 USD cash collected for the company I work for. I get a 10% commission. All right, and those screenshots there, they're from the communication channel. Also as well, just for some further proof, here are some screenshots of the actual team members on my sales team congratulating me, saying well done. They're not AI, it's not fake, it's not made up. It is a real reality. You can make more than $80,000 a year. I know Australians, you can get a little bit skeptical of that. But yeah, that's how much money I made in a 24-hour window. And I'm 22 years old. I've just moved to Dubai the last 2 weeks. And yeah, there's nothing much really else to be said besides fucking hell, wow. Still blows my mind sometimes that I can do this and I can travel and I'm not financially free and wealthy, but I have a level of financial freedom that most 22-year-olds are not fortunate enough to have. And yeah, I'm quite fortunate. Now you may be thinking, okay, what the fuck does this guy do? $5,600 in a day? Are you scamming people? Are you selling a course? Are you making videos on sales and pretending to then sell a course on how to do this? Is that what you're doing? No, that's not what I'm doing. So what I do is remote sales. Pretty much you work for online education companies in the e-learning space and you're a high ticket closer, some people call it. I prefer to just say you're a sales rep in the e-learning industry. That's all you really are. It's a high ticket closer is a glorified term and it sounds fancier than what it really is. And all you do is you just take Zoom calls from your laptop, from wherever you want in the world. You can get on calls with people who are actually inbound. They want to, well, they're not wanting to buy, but they're interested in the thing that you have to offer. They've seen an ad, they've watched the VSL, they've done resources, they've seen your company's trust, pilot, resources, stuff like that. And then they jump onto the call with you. You run through a very simple discovery framework, you pitch, and then you take anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 on the call, and then you get 10% of that. Okay, so yesterday obviously I did 36,600 USD. I sold 5 people and also had an extra bit of cash coming from an old sale from the start of the month as well, I think end of last month, sorry. And it was just literally over Zoom, chatting to people, having a very relaxed conversation, sit down just like I am now currently with you. No pressure, very simple chat, make them laugh, connect well, help them realize why they need to make a change, present what I have to offer, and then at the end of the call they say, hey, I would love to do this, I would love to move forward. And then they thank you for letting you in and giving you access to the information education that you have to sell. And it's that simple, okay? You don't need to have a team. I have 0 team under me that I have to pay. Yes, I work with a team, and yes, obviously I need to communicate with them, but I don't pay them. The company pays them. I have no softwares that I pay for. Company covers all the softwares. I have pretty much no headaches, besides every now and then you get on calls with some absolute spastics, but pretty much no headaches. It's a pretty stress-free life, honestly. It really is. I work 6 to 8 hours a day doing this. I take sales calls. I have pretty much the exact same conversation every single call. Close them at anywhere from 30% plus close rate. The last 2 months I've been from 60 to 80% close rate, which is obviously pretty exceptional compared to industry standard. And yeah, I make anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 to 50K a month. My best month was $51,000 in 1 month in February 2025. And yeah, that's all I do. Now, for me to get to this point, that's a different story. Okay, obviously, you don't just make 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month without making some sacrifices. Okay, so I have been doing this for 18 months. The first 6 months of remote sales, I didn't do too well. Let's just say that. I didn't know how to sell. I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how to find good offers to sell for, good companies to work with, that have a good product and good results. therefore I didn't make a lot of money. As well, you can go on onto my YouTube channel, go to my short section, and you can see I documented every single day until I made my first $10,000 per month. And I think it was day 198, if I'm not mistaken, about 12 months ago now, that I did make my first $10,000 month. But yeah, that first 6 months, it was hard. I had to make a lot of sacrifices. I had to go through a lot of doubts in my mind whether I'd made the right decision. I had to be very disciplined. I had to delay a lot of gratification. And yeah, I guess I can say it was worth it. I guess in the moment, maybe I was doubting whether it was going to work out, but if you just for me, if I just put one foot in front of the other and I kept doing that day in, day out, I just had this kind of faith that it would work out. And hey, as you can tell, it's not going too bad. I sit in one of my dream locations. I'm set up here residence-wise as well, been able to move full-time. 0% tax, okay, so that's always a good thing. And yeah, like I said earlier, I do have a decent level of financial freedom. Now I'm not wealthy, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but my partner doesn't have to work. She can really do what she wants. I can take care of most bills on a day-to-day basis, not worry. I've been able to fly business class as well and enjoy some of the luxuries in life, which are not needed at all, but obviously when you have expendable income there, may as well enjoy it. And yeah, that's what 6 months of sacrifice, delayed gratification, suffering, even I would put it at some points, doubts, and learning the right skill set will get you. Okay, and the reason I say learning the right skill set is because you need to be in the right vehicle. Okay, give me 1 second. If you don't know this, I was a construction worker prior. Construction worker, kind of, it's the easiest way to put it. I was playing semi-professional soccer as well, and also doing soccer refereeing 2 nights a week. I was working incredibly hard. I was delaying gratification. I was suffering as well. I tell you what, that job I was suffering. But I was in the wrong vehicle. I was working as hard then as I did for the first 6 months in sales and as hard as I do now. But because the vehicle I was in was limited at $33 an hour and a win bonus from soccer and the amount of soccer games I would referee for my part-time job, well, eventually you're going to hit a limit. You've only got so much time in your week, you've only got so much time in your life to actually work before you need to eat, sleep, take care of your health, before it starts damaging relationships with parents, partners, kids, all these things here. And yeah, I was limited due to the vehicle I was in. So that way there, I was only making $4,000 a month from a main source of income, and then maybe $5,000 to $6,000 up, all up combined with everything. And I was sacrificing everything. Whereas nowadays, anywhere from $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. I think I'm at $14,000 for this month, 4 days in, just a little FYI, so I'm doing okay this month. And it's because of the vehicle I'm in. I work less hours probably than I used to. Now I'm still working hard, I'm still making a lot of sacrifices, of course. I'm in Dubai and I've spent most of my time in this apartment. But the vehicle I'm in allows me to increase my income as much as I want. As long as I get on more calls, as long as I make more sales, as long as I bring more cash into the company I work with, well then my income's going to increase. Okay, I think the word is meritocracy. I'm not going to go with this word because I don't know the word, but you're paid for your results. The value you actually bring to the company, you're paid in proportion to that, and that is the way it should be, because it means there is no limits. The harder you work, the better you get at your skill set, the more volume you actually take, the more money you bring in, the more money you'll make. So if you're hungry, if you're ambitious, if you want to have financial freedom, if you want to create a life for yourself you don't dread, and you can actually take care of the people around you, remote sales it's not a bad vehicle to do it. Okay, it's not perfect. It does take a lot of effort. It does take a lot of sacrifices at the start. But once you've got the skill set, once you know what you're doing, how to communicate, how to influence, this is what's possible. Okay, and it's not a bad life. I'm not complaining too much. Okay, so that's really all I've done to make 5,600 or whatever it was dollars yesterday in 24-hour period. Yeah, you get a remote sales job with an e-learning company, you take inbound leads, you close them, that's it. All right, it takes time to get good at, but once you're good at it, it's not hard. It's pretty new as well in terms of it's not too known by most people that this is even a thing. Okay, the e-learning space is obviously a growing industry. More people are going online to get education as traditional education system fails people. And not too many people are aware that they can do this for a position. And hey, I guess I've got in early, and that's why I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. And it's only getting better, the e-learning space. There's only better companies, better products, better fulfillment, better systems. And those who get in now are going to do okay. I know a fair few people who are doing okay in this space, and it's not too late, but if you do get in now, you're going to enjoy the fruits of where the e-learning company is going so early on in the rise of it. Okay, and yeah, and then I guess the worst case scenario as well with this all, for me, when I did transition out of my shit job and the sacrifices I was making, was I just transitioned. I took 6 months, made a lot of sacrifices. If it didn't work, I just went back to my old life. So not a bad trade-off. 6 months of sacrifice for now a life of freedom. And if the worst case scenario, if it didn't work for me, I just went back to my old job and kept living that reality, and then maybe tried again if I wanted to. So yeah, there was really no risk for me taking this on. I live a pretty good life now. I make good money. Just close people over Zoom. No team, no expenses, no stress, no headaches, no business. Just commission-only sales role for e-learning companies. Can make $5,600 in a day with some sacrifices prior to that. And yeah, if you wanna learn how to do it, feel free to reach out to my Instagram. There's a link down there. Chuck me a message. More than happy to have a chat. I don't work with everyone. I've only just started helping people. If you want to have a chat, we can see if you're a good fit, and then we can go from there. If not, absolutely fine. I'm doing okay, and I'm still closing full time, making some great money in the e-learning space. So it's completely up to you. So yeah, that's been how I've made $5,600 in a day in 24 hours from Dubai, from wherever I want in the world at 22 years old. Tax free. If you want to do the same, let me know. If you don't, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.